Yo, is this thing on? Hey, yo, what's up? It's your boy Rich right here in Southern Cali. The Outlaws are back. If you didn't know, now you know. This is the best show on the block. Guaranteed to be the best. Something else, something new, something original, something to get you to break outside the box, restructure your mindset, realize the norm, get you to think, admit, strategize, re-strategize, blueprint, put it all into effect, and see what you can come up with all the tools you have at hand internally. And like, life is giving us certain tools that are basically supernatural. Your ability to stay disciplined, your ability to stay focused, your ability to absorb information, your ability to conduct yourself accordingly in public, your ability to show up on time, your ability to be a great communicator. I mean, these are natural skills and talents that we have in us that we could put time and effort into to mold and shape and to get them to be a very valuable tool, asset to our lifestyle, y'all. Like, how would it be if you had a very, very bad vocabulary? It was very hard for you to express yourself. Everybody around you fucking misunderstood what you were trying to say. Nobody understood a fucking word that was coming out of your mouth. And a lot of it had to do with your vocabulary. It had nothing to do with anything else. You just didn't have the right words in order to fully express yourself correctly. That really will ruin your motherfucking day right there. Not having the right words to put into the right context, to create the right fucking ideas, to put into the right format in order to relay the right information will really ruin your motherfucking day. Because people ain't gonna understand shit you have to say. So, yo, anyways, hopefully having a great day. And you're figuring out that this life is more than just a materialistic approach. So yes, I am very aware, and I'm not denying the fact that materials in this life are very important. Yes, because I still catch myself looking at my motherfucking savings account and how much money I got in my pocket, all that shit. I'm supposed to take a fucking trip this Memorial Day weekend to go see my kids. And I'm sitting here fucking budgeting, wondering how much it's gonna cost me overall to make the trip and come back and not end up in a deficit, not end up in a hole. Like, I gotta make it. So this is what my mindset is like for a normal motherfucking human being working paycheck to paycheck, right? I'm like, all right, next week I get paid. That paycheck ain't gonna pay my rent, the whole thing. From that paycheck, I'll have funds left over, and that's gonna transfer into my food and gas for the next 2 weeks. So that one paycheck is gonna take care of rent, food, and gas. So I'm cool with that. I don't gotta worry about it. But anything else that I need, anything, my savings and anything else has to cover the tab. So on weeks such as this, I really try and buckle down and try and live more efficiently. Try and live more basically, I know exactly what I want, and that's all I'm allowing myself to get. Yesterday I fucked up. In a way I fucked up, but I didn't really. I've been craving a lot of chocolate lately, so I went down to the store and I got those Reese's Fast Breaks, the king size Reese's Fast Breaks. I bought 2 of them, so that was like $10. And I went home and I destroyed them. So that was an impulsive buy decision, and that put me back It also put me back when it comes to calorie counting and shit on my workout routine schedule. It could have put me back a lot. I don't fucking know right now at this point. I don't really sit there and nitpick on everything. I just know that I fucked up. I shouldn't have done it. Things of this nature are things that I try and avoid for the next 2 weeks. Anything that's just extra, anything that's just a reward, anything that's just a bonus to my daily routine lifestyle. If I want to go out to a party or something, I hold back. If I want to buy clothes, I hold back. Colognes, I hold back. If I want to go out and explore the town and visit venues, I hold back. See, the thing about it is that this time period of living more focused for the next 2 weeks happens to intersect with Memorial Day weekend. And why this turns into a big deal for me is because my son wanted me to go visit him. So I'm a father first. That's one of my main priorities. One of my main priorities is taking care of myself. Another one of my main priorities is taking care of my children and our little family. And it goes from there. So one of my loved ones has been asking me to put in the time, the effort, the funds, everything to go visit him and to spend some time with him in person. Now, I'm not against this at all. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that. But as adults, we need to make a motherfucking plan so that after handling our responsibilities, we don't come back to a situation where that scenario put us behind on our lifestyle and daily activities. That's what I mean. It's like I have to budget it in and schedule it in a way that is not disrupting my savings, is not disrupting my rent, is not disrupting my food intake for the next 2 weeks, is not disrupting my gas to go to work. I just had to put like $65 in to fucking come to work for the next 2 weeks, right? I fill up my tank like every other week. It cost me $65, right? So I have to make sure I have that $65 to fill up my fucking tank. These are adult focused responsibilities. This is what they mean but when they say welcome to adulthood, right? You have to take money and put it strategically into play before it's needed to be put into play. So you have a budget spreadsheet and you do your best to follow this budget spreadsheet. So if your budget spreadsheet says you can't afford this week, guess what? You can't afford it that week. This budget spreadsheet overrides your emotions. If your emotions are telling you one thing, this budget spreadsheet tells you the truth in your face. It lays out your expenses and it lays out your true value materialistically, money-wise. It lays out your true value. There's no fucking hiding. There's no hiding. You see the reality of who you really are and what you're really worth. You can't sit here and live a facade. You can't sit here and pretend to be something you're not. This little budget spreadsheet is gonna show you the raw, real deal analytics behind your lifestyle. It's gonna tell you how many sandwiches you can afford. It's gonna tell you whether you can afford fancy dining. This motherfucking budget spreadsheet, as a man, is gonna tell you if you can afford a date. It's gonna tell you if you can afford a relationship. It's gonna tell you if love is gonna be an asset or a liability in your life financially. This spreadsheet is going to tell you how your stress is going to be acting up for the next month or two. This budget spreadsheet is going to be the key factor to your financial freedom or not. This budget spreadsheet is going to be the key indicator whether you're going to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner consistently, or if that's going to be a part of an area of life that you're going to struggle with. See, I don't know what it's like to be a female. My viewers are female, so I can only give through the male aspect in life. Me personally, right now, my budget sheet tells me I cannot afford to have a woman. Period. I just can't afford it. So since my budget spreadsheet tells me I cannot afford to have a woman, I cannot afford to have emotions for the opposite gender, and I can't afford to tap into my romantic feelings. So what I do is I naturally turn my feelings off. I can't afford it. I can't afford to feel. Not romantically. I had a friend yesterday. I have a lot of beautiful females come around me. I'm not saying I'm a very handsome man. I'm not saying that shit. I'm just saying for some reason in life in LA, I have a lot of beautiful females that come across me and wander around me as life goes by. And I've learned to just ignore it. Like, is it enticing? Is it it's not really tempting, but it is still very, very alluring. Like, I want to go and approach. I want to be the old me. Like, I want to go back to before I knew how to manage my life accordingly, and I knew how to structure it financially, and I knew how to budget. I wish I could go back to the days when I was fucking stupid, because it was much easier for me to convince myself to go and approach love. I would go hit up on all the fucking girls. I didn't really give a fuck about the circumstances. I was more into feeling emotionally fulfilled. So in the past, back in the day, I was more leaning towards being emotionally fulfilled than balanced and aligned as a complete package in life, instead of just filling in this gap. Instead of just filling in gaps that I felt like emotionally I needed more tending to, right? And then I found myself in positions where I was struggling. I found myself in positions where any guy will tell you this, that they have to do weird shit in order to make that relationship come together. Because like now when you go out to eat or whatever, you're feeding too, you know. And that probably comes down to like the biggest thing that you're really gonna deal with, sort of, when it comes to taking a person out. Now you're genuinely just paying for two. Everything you do, you're just paying for two. If you're gonna go to the movies, you're gonna pay for two. If you want to be the more of the provider part of the relationship, if you want to go typically, traditionally speaking, the man will pay, right? Me, formally, I don't give a fuck. If a female wants to pay for me and she wants to take care of everything, I'm okay with that. I just want to be treated fucking amazing and have a great partner, and just have a happy, loving, beautiful, dynamic relationship, loving home, and create something that has never been seen before. And if the female happens to be filthy, wealthy, loaded, then so be it. But if not, then I can't afford a romantic relationship. That's why I won't approach. That's the honest reason why I won't approach, because I can't afford it. I can't logically afford it. So since I can't logically afford it, it's the same thing as wanting a truck. I can't logically afford a fucking truck right now, so I can't have it. So right now, I'm sitting with the scenario of like, I'm trying to plan out Memorial Day weekend to go see my kids, but I wanted to stay in budget. So when I go up and come back, and the money that I spend and everything on the trip, it's like it was meant to be, and it didn't cost me shit. I know that the trip's gonna roughly take about $500 type shit, and on a normal person's schedule, I'm not talking about these wealthy motherfucking people who are gonna look at normal people in society and say, you guys are dumb, broke ass people. Okay, yeah, go back to your fucking lifestyle, go back to your part of society. Like, we don't need your comments here. You can go ahead and exit and shit, and go back to Wealthyville, because this is normal people societyville, with normal people motherfucking insight, right? We have to think more strategically than most. We have to be more on point than most. We have to be more in tune and more in balance than most. We have to have everything well built and put together better than most. So, for someone on a normal pay scale to fucking say, I'm gonna go out this weekend and in 3 days I'm gonna blow $500, that genuinely to me says they had a lot of fun, and that was their vacation money time, and that what they consider to be a great investment. That to me is what it means to blow fucking $500 this weekend. It's a humongous motherfucking investment. Humongous. So I don't know how you guys really fucking go about your day, deciding how you're gonna do shit. But when I go around my day deciding what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do it, I think about now and after. Anyways, y'all, the sun's fucking bothering me. It's Cali, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short. I'll catch y'all later.